Happy Monday, everybody. Okay, Goldman Sachs this last week issued a report that said office mortgages are living on borrowed time. So you might be asking, well, what does that mean and why should I care? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, real estate is a hard asset. And as you know, Greg and I are in favor of investing in hard assets right now. A hard asset is something that you can feel and touch. Real estate is that, except that real estate is also often very leveraged with loans and in construction that goes on that real estate. Well, it's the mortgages that are in question right now. So let's look at a typical commercial mortgage. It's anywhere between 5 and 20 years. But for the sake of this video, just look at 5-year mortgage. A real estate investor wants to buy some property. They go to a bank, borrow money for a 5-year term, buy the real estate, then they lease that real estate out to a business that pays rent every single month. So that landlord gets the rent and pays the mortgage, gets the rent, pays the mortgage for 5 years. At the end of that 5 years, that landlord now has to refinance that loan. It's not like a 30-year mortgage that you and I might hold where the goal is to pay it off fully at the end of that 30 years. Problem is COVID. During COVID, employers were sending employees home to work from home. Now they're having a heck of a time getting those employees to come back to the office. So banks, meanwhile, still need to get paid. So what they've been doing is creating extensions to these borrowers. So they've extended the terms at the old rates that are much lower than they are now. So we don't know how long will the banks be willing to offer those extensions, because right now we've already seen an uptick in delinquencies and in foreclosures of commercial real estate where the borrowers can't keep paying that monthly payment. So for the rest of them, how long will banks be willing to offer these extensions? We don't know. And that's what Goldman Sachs meant by saying that office mortgages are living on borrowed time. Now, if rates all of a sudden drop significantly, for real estate, the real estate will be fine. And those landlords will refinance now at lower rates and everything will be good. Meanwhile, though, inflation will tick back up because rates are so low. But if rates don't drop, the banks at some point are going to have to say, enough's enough, you got to pay up. And so that's something that we're not going to do. We're not going to play chicken with rates or real estate right now. And with that, you can rest assured. All right, everybody, have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.